come in. Let me check my sound and play my disclaimer. Come on in. So thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk About It Media 21. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and please share if you care. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about what's on Instagram, what's on Twitter, what's going on in the news around the world. Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by a copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. And don't forget, the Cash App is Let's Talk About It Media. And have a great day. Of course, stay positive, stay focused. There's the disclaimer. We're going to get into this situationship. They're trying to change the narrative, and I'm not going to allow it or to let it happen. So everyone knows in regards to the Tom Brady roast. The Tom Brady roast came out. Tom Brady regretted being at the roast. Tom Brady regretted going to the roast. Tom Brady said it affected his children. Then you have the situationship where it's being reported that Kim and one of the comedians wanted to talk about what transpired that night, and the K's and the J's basically called it very brutal. It was brutal what happened. It was brutal how people were talking. It was brutal. It was brutal. And it was basically reported that Kim doesn't know how people deal with and how comedians do what they do. So I was just relaxing, and it's saying the real story behind Kim Kardashian getting booed at the Tom Brady roast. So they're trying to put out this narrative, which is not true. I watched the clip. You hear several people booing her in unison. They're trying to put out a report. And mind you, some of the boos was taken out. So this is what the K's and the J's do. Go back and watch the clip. You hear people are in unison as soon as she start talking. It wasn't just one guy and then everybody started attaching themselves to it. It was in unison, a crowd of people as soon as she got up there. Then the other thing that they're not going to report to you, a lot of the comedians did not know she was going. A lot of the comedians allegedly did not know she was going. The only person that knew she went was Tom Brady. Then you hear Tom Brady regrets going, probably because Kim's team probably got on his behind of making her alleged look bad. You figure there's brand deals that they deal with all the time. This is BS. Kim calling comedian situationship concerning. That's what comedians do. What do you think a roast is, sweetie? I need Kim and Tom to take a back seat. Real talk. Tom knew what other previous roast was. Tom knew that they were going to talk about his life, his wife, ex-wife, and his issues with football in regards to football. Kim went to that roast and thought that everybody was going to be like, ooh, ah. Kim loves media attention. Kim loves to be liked. But many people are saying it's the downfall of the K's and the J's. It's the downfall of people falling for the PR stunts, the media stunts, the dating situations. Many people are calling them out, and they're calling out their PR stunts, and they don't like it. So if you have a room full of boos, they don't want that to continue. So they're trying to get ahead of it. So it's basically saying the real story behind Kim Kardashian getting booed at the Tom Brady thing. They're trying to change the narrative. And people are like, no, we heard it was in unison. Most of the section was booing. And then in regards to the video, and I saw the clip, there are clips that's out there. People are calling her out. So they're trying to say whether it was one guy that was intoxicated. No, there was a section and the crowd booing as soon as she got up there. This is what they want people to continue to act like we don't see what's going on. to act like we don't see that they copy people, to act like when somebody is trending and they're having a moment, the K's and the J's want to attach themselves to a person that's having a moment. Now they're trying to change the narrative. I wasn't going to say anything, but I said, no, this is a lie. And then you go over to David's page and how I did a video a month ago, well, maybe 3 weeks ago, in regards to one, the comedians did not know she was coming, only Tom and maybe Tom's team, and maybe a few others, maybe. But most of the comedians did not know because it would have been actually worse. I'm trying to remember that one comedian that just he lit up the whole room. He went off on everybody, and you don't hear them crying about the jokes that they said. But did you hear the joke that Kim said about Kevin Hart? You don't hear Kevin Hart crying about what she had to say about him. Then Kim made a joke about Caitlyn and OJ, but you don't hear, Caitlyn saying something to Kim. It's almost like the Kardashians want to shade people, disrespect people, copy people, but no one is supposed to do anything to them. Well, sweetie, those days are gone. Those days are gone in regards to people not seeing what's really going on. Their team is trying to get ahead of this and trying to say it was one guy that started it all. No, sweetie, there was a whole building that was booing because they are sick and tired of the K's and the J's in regards to their PR stunts, media attention, clicks, and views. They used to every week try and trend for something. Now we have the P. Diddy situation. And see, this is the other thing. They're trying to revert away from the P. Diddy situation. We understand the K's and the J's are close to Diddy. Corey Gamble is close to Diddy. So they're trying to change the narrative, but people aren't falling for it. And neither am I. Neither am I. I was one of the pages that found out that some of the alleged comedians didn't know she was coming. Tom knew. That's why Kim's team probably called Tom and they probably made it very clear how dissatisfied they are because Tom threw a lot of shade Kim's way. But Kim tried to attach her name to Tom Brady about dating. This is what the K's and the J's do. They want to connect themselves to a man that's famous, well known. This is what men are saying now. You're not going to affect my brand. I'm not dating you. And men need to be very clear. If we don't hear that men are saying, yes, they're dating Kim, they're not dating, they're just friends. If men are saying that they're dating Chloe, if he don't say it, it's not true. And they think that people are silly, and they're not. They're mad because men are sticking up for themselves, saying, no, I'm not dating you. No, I'm not interested. And then you have to remember, there are people that have PR teams and they're working on different brands for themselves that some people probably don't even know about. So if you attach your name to a K and a J, and some people say good vibe, bad vibes, back in the day, 5 years ago, yeah, men probably was like, it's not that big of a deal. Now, men are saying, no way, we're not dating. Tom made sure that he was around, who was it that Tom was dating? Tom made sure he was spotted with that one young lady twice. But you figure Tom was going through retirement. Men don't want to be bothered with a K and a J. They're going through retirement. Tom was going through a divorce. So then Kim thought that she was going to attach herself to Tom Brady's brand. No, sweetie. He made sure he was spotted with other women. So then that story would die down. It was Tom's fault inviting her to this because he thought he was going to get his lick back. And then what did he say? Oh, Kim, we knew that you probably didn't want to show up, but you didn't want to show up because your kids is left with Kanye. And you see, Kanye didn't say much. Have you noticed that? Kanye didn't respond to Tom Brady's joke. But Kim's team probably called Tom and said, we're not excited about what you said. We're not happy about how you shaded her. But many people aren't scared now. They're speaking up and speaking out. They don't rule media and celebrityhood no more. And the shift is not a cute shift. And they're looking for relevancy, which is sad. They're looking for relevancy through hello, hello, hello. Come on in, come on in. Did you like the video for me? Hello, come on in, come on in, come on in. Yeah, they're not liking, and I told y'all a year ago, that there is a major shift happening. What was that? I'll have to look that up later. Yeah, there's a major shift that's happening, and the K's and the J's don't like it. I remember watching somebody's video, and they were like, Kim's brushing it off. She's not brushing it off because her team is still working to get this resolved in the media. She cares that she got booed because she's wondering if she goes to another event. That's why she went. When have you ever known for Kim to go to the women's basketball game? She wanted to see. She wanted to see what the reaction was going to be, and they're utilizing the kids for media. We don't have to know about every trip they take with those kids. Oh, boom! Check this. Kanye recently just showed us the private entrance. Kim don't have to be showing her kids. There is a private interest that Kim could take, but Kim don't take that private interest. She wants the cameras to be taking pictures of her. The other things that me and my friends talked about is that have you ever noticed when they're going to the event for the kids, Kim likes to be the only one outside. She plans that. Either she comes extremely late or she pulls up when there's not a lot of people outside. Yes, have you ever noticed that? They're a trip. She likes to grab the back of her pants to get attention for her behind. She likes to take a step back and a step forward, and she likes to slow down. She's trying to give North a storyline. She's trying to give Saint a storyline. She's trying to give Chicago a storyline. Now, at some point, she's trying to give Psalm a storyline for media clicks and views. She don't want her kids to grow up and not being in the limelight. Do y'all remember that video in regards to North went outside and they were screaming her name? Kim got so excited. Chris got so excited. Oh, what did they say, North? What did they say? She was like, they were saying North, North, North. And then Chris grabbed North's hand and they went outside because Chris wanted some of that attention too. Media attention, clicks and views. And it's the benefits and embarrassment. Then we have that Caitlyn and Lamar Odom are supposed to have a podcast. Remember, to have a podcast 2 years ago. I think she did maybe less than 10, 20 shows. And then remember how the mom was trying to pressure Chloe about having a podcast. Chloe said, Mom, I got enough going on. I don't need no podcast. What do I need a podcast? Because they want to put out their narratives and PR stunts, and people aren't falling for it. And people are calling out different pages that's trying to help put out their narratives. Please like the video as you guys come in. Please like the video as you guys come in. Yeah, the real story is she got booed, and she got booed by a crowd. It wasn't just one person that started it all. That sounds ludicrous because when you listen to the video, there's several boos. One, then you got the clips where it's removed. Two, you got people that's stating that some of the famous comedians didn't know she was coming. A lot of those people got a lot of those jokes. People went in on those jokes. Kim is not the end all be all. It's not like you're untouchable, sis. What she said about Kevin Hart was disrespectful. I can't even remember the joke she said about Tom. Oh, remember how she was like, oh, yeah, I teach all my exes and we've done enough for the football guys. Girl, her list of dating is beyond. But yeah, Kim is mad. Kim is big mad because there's so much going on in the world in regards to Diddy. They're trying to take away, acting like they're not a part of being his friend group. They are. And they're a part of being his friend group in a big way because of Corey. So they're doing everything they can to try and detach themselves away from Diddy. I just showed a picture in regards to Kim being with Cassie. Did she know what Cassie was going through? Did she see any of the concerns? Did she hear anything? This is the biggest thing. People hear things in the streets. People hear about dating situations. Corey is dating Chris, and Corey's close friends with Diddy. Corey was close friends with Kim Porter. So the K's and the J's, new season's supposed to come out. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow, sometime this week. But many people are talking about Diddy. Many people are talking about Joe Budden. Many people are talking about Monique. And then Monique kind of got shaded because she was trying to throw shade. And then they were like, Monique, that's not what happened. But I'll do a different video on that. I'm just focusing on this, that they're trying to change the narrative, that they're trying to tell people of what and why Kim got booed. No, she got booed because she got booed. There was not just one person. I want to keep it there. There wasn't just one person that was just booing and then all of a sudden everybody added on. There was a stadium of people booing her. And see, now that some of the clips have been cut, they're trying to change the narrative. Sis, you can't change it. You can't change the narrative. You can't change what people felt. They wanted to boo her, and they did. And they did. And you're going to have to just take it. Kim wants to be liked. Kim wants to be praised. Do y'all remember when I did a video when Kylie said, I think that there are some people that's meant to be famous. And Kylie said, I don't think I'm meant to be famous. And then Courtney said, I don't think so either. And then Kim said, I was. Here it is that your sisters are telling you they're sick of the thing of fame. Yes, money is important, but they're sick of what it brings. Kim wants to bring her family along, and she wants to have them help her in regards to her storylines. And then this is the biggest thing. Last season, she had a problem with Courtney, right? Now this season, she's trying to have a problem with Khloe. Khloe has no problem holding her tongue and telling Kim what it is and what's up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just think that the K's and the J's are doing everything they can in regards to media attention, clicks and views, and people are going in. I don't follow a lot of stuff on Reddit. There's people that talk about Reddit and what's being said on Reddit, but there's a lot that's talked about on TikTok, and people have a lot to say about Corey, where Corey comes from, his back history. That's why Corey was trying to hide who he is. Check out TikTokers. They go in about Corey. Is he really dating Chris? Is the relationship real? Is he more so the bodyguard now and not her boyfriend? Is he the handler? Is he trying to protect them from the industry Hollywood stuff? Go check out and look up Corey Gamble. So now Corey Gamble's close to P. Diddy. They were alleged Kim stopped unfollowing Diddy 2 days before. So maybe Corey was the plug that knew that something was coming down the pipe. Now, if Kim's the only one that's unfollowed him, but Khloe and Kylie and Kendall haven't, what's the big deal? Corey might have been the plug that there was something coming down the pipeline. But this is a year of exposure in regards to these famous people. And then, remember how Candace Owens said they went to Diddy's house to grab proof of other stuff, just in case if something comes down the pipeline. They don't want anybody breaking into Diddy's house and they take XYZ. They want to be able to go through all those films that he collected over the years. Homeland Security wanted to go through all that security footage. Because you figure, I don't think he's been back to the LA home. I think he's been at the Miami home, but remember who was at the Miami home? It was alleged that Stevie J was at the Miami home. They didn't show a lot of footage on that. They show footage, but they didn't show a lot of footage on that. And then Stevie J talking about, oh, what happened in regards to his sons. Why wasn't his sons traveling with the dad for the vacation? Why wasn't his sons with him? But you had the mule with you, though, and the mule got arrested, and the mule is allegedly avoiding jail time. But yeah, the Kardashians are trying to change the narrative about this boo. Netflix edited out Kim Kardashian being booed during the Tom Brady roast. They sure did, because it was a room full of people booing her. And then when you look at this, they're trying to say the real story behind the boos. The real story behind the boos is people in the audience did not want her to speak. That's the real story. I don't like when people lie. I don't like it. Now that I blog or I upload videos, this is not to shame and embarrass, But people are not going to allow the K's and the J's to change the narrative and lie in people's faces. As soon as I saw this, I had to do a video. I was just chilling, watching one of my favorite YouTubers, and I had to set up my equipment to do this video. The real reason why she got booed is because people are making a shift in regards to the K's and the J's, and many feel that they try to, overtrend people, copy people, allege, overtrend people, allege, copy people, allege. People are tired of it. And the mom is cracking the whip now to put the mom is not protecting the younger kids from having media attention, clicks, and views. The mom is and Kim are adding the younger children to the show and giving them a storyline. Kim giving North a storyline is beyond me. Trying to joke that a guy wants to talk to Chloe. North wrote the letter. Trying to show that North bit into an onion. You're not worried about kids picking on your daughter at school? I can't make this up. And they want us to be okay with how they're portraying North. Her and North were on a live, and then North talked about what she struggles in regards to education. Kim didn't edit that out and she didn't delete it. She let it go out. A mom is supposed to protect her young. If the Kardashians get a lot of comments and concerns, why would they not want to protect the kids? Because they want to give them a media presence. And the mom is okay with her grandchildren getting a media presence. Kim is okay with her kids getting a media presence. And then you figure Kanye must be okay because he put North on stage writing a song, alleged some of the lyrics came from a cheerleader, and they like to copy people. Copying people makes them somewhat trend even more because you figure they know young businesses can't really sue them like they like to. The first 5 years is somewhat a struggle to where you start breaking even after some companies do well after year 2, 3. But I'm not giving advice. But yeah, some companies struggle for the first 5 years. So why would you think that they're going to want to go after and sue a Kardashian in regards to copying? They're just hoping that their fans will stick by them and notice their product is a product that's a good product. But it's sad. It's sad. And the biggest thing is, we want them to settle down and have great family relationships. We want them to have healthy relationships. Mothers teach your daughters different because the K's and the J's feel that they're going to continue to rule. And people are like, no. People are frustrated and they're tired of the fake storylines. I told y'all, every season, somebody's trying to cry. Did I not say that? Every season, somebody's trying to talk about medical stuff. Somebody's crying. Did I not say that? Somebody's talking about a relationship stuff. They had Chloe do a whole interview already shading her younger son already that he don't look like her and Chloe. Chloe is basically trying to make sure her son almost has the same story that she had. She's already trying to give him that same scenario. How they talked about Chloe did not look like Kim and Courtney and the other sisters. She's doing the same thing to her child. Sad. Sad. And they act like people are not smart enough to see it. Chloe, please sit down. Don't do interviews about your kids. But she would never do that to True. She would never do that to True. You're sitting there and having Tristan Thompson take a DNA test because you don't think that child is yours. And then I'm hearing that Chloe may possibly want to have another child. If I was a surrogate, I would say no way, no how, no ham, no spam, no thank you, ma'am. We've seen how you shaded your last person that helped you birth. Then you were in an interview. Chloe was in an interview and said she was panicking about picking up Tatum because she was supposed to go on a trip with True, and she was panicking and started crying. And the doctor says to Chloe, well, if you can't take the child, I'll take the child for the weekend. And then whenever you're ready, you can come and pick up the child. And Chloe had to get it together. What? You knew for 9 months what was expected. Chloe was feeling away because Tristan was out traveling the world holding hands with somebody else. So that's the backstory. So the real story is the crowd booed Kim, not the real story behind Kim Kardashian getting booed in regards to the roast. No, we know the truth. The crowd booed her. It wasn't just one person. That's why they tried to remove it so they can paint this narrative. It was a crowd of people that was unceremoniously booing her. That's why Netflix, somebody probably from Kim's team or Chris' team, they're trying to change the narrative. No, it was a crowd of people. When you listen to it, you can't change what people have already put out. It's the people taped it from their TVs and they had already put it out. So you can't lie about it. But well wishes. I just wanted to do a quick post, a quick 1, 2, 3, 4 to tell the truth that the K's and the J's are trying to spin this narrative of why she got booed. She got booed because people feel a way about the K's and the J's. They feel a way about her still supporting Balenciaga. I'm not even going to go there. But real talk, you can't fake what people see. You can't put out this narrative no more. Media goes out faster. You can't, make it seem like TMZ is going to put out a story. Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk is going to put out a story and we don't see what's really going on. People that follow them really be seeing what's going on. She got booed. She got booed, and that's what it is. It got edited because she did not expect for people to actually put out the real recording from their TVs. That was nice of Netflix to edit it, but it's still out there. But well wishes, girl. Be kind to people. Stop taking people's men. Stop, copying people. Stop shading Kanye. I think it said that Kanye was mad that he didn't get invited to his son's birthday. He already knew that that's what they were going to do because the attention is solely supposed to be 90% on them. It's not supposed to be them really supporting such other stuff. Why isn't Kim helping the homeless and needy in LA? The shame on them. They have a church and they don't do a lot of community stuff. Black China even posted something 2 weeks ago that she was making meals for homeless people, I think on her birthday. I meant to do that post. Black China is even out there feeding the homeless and hungry because Tokyo Tony does the same thing. The K's and the J's are not wanting to go out and feed the hungry because they rather focus on criminal justice. Criminal justice people already have halfway houses, outreach programs after they get out of jail. They like to attach their name to something that's already working. They could have already had a homeless shelter for women, a homeless shelter for families, a homeless shelter for men. They could have, but why haven't they? Like the video as you guys come in. Like the video as you guys come in. So I'm calling BS. I don't agree. I really disagree. They did not expect for people to record the Tom Brady roast on their TVs. They thought that they can get the edit, but it was already out there. And then Tom Brady, please sit down. He's talking about he regretted and how it affected his kids. What did you think a roast was going to do, buddy? They were going to talk about you and your family and your friends, Tom. You knew. I just don't like when celebrities act like they're above approach. And when people really stick it to you, you're saying you're mad. Please. Some people, famous people and celebrities use moments to try and increase their brand outreach or their brand recognition or their brand whatever. Tom should have known. Did he not watch other roasts? They were going to talk about you, your family, anybody that's associated with you. He didn't like when they were talking about his ex-coach leaving somebody's house. He didn't like that. But what did you think was going to happen? You wanted the moment, Tom, and you got it. Kim, you wanted the moment, and you got it. Kim threw shade at Kevin Hart, and Kevin Hart didn't cry about it. Kim threw shade at Tom, but Tom got his lick back at Kim. And Kim didn't expect that. Kim did not expect that. I'm wondering who wrote Tom Brady's jokes for him. That whole night was interesting. The actual roast was almost 3 hours. So I'm wondering if it was 3 hours and 1 or 2 minutes. And then they took out the booze because the crowd even went in after she got on stage or when she was walking on stage or when she was probably leaving. There was other people saying something in the audience. I didn't catch that. I wasn't going to post it. But yeah, there's other, check out other videos in regards to the roast and Kim. People are shouting out stuff. And then she makes a joke that if her and Tom were together, she would have had proof and she would have recorded it. Oh, really? She likes joking about how she got her start. It is what it is. Mothers teach her daughters different. Have self respect, be open, honest, and wish people well, not copy people, not shade people. Have good friends around you. Don't over try and shine them because you want the attention on you. Mom, teach your daughters different to have a better upbringing. The K's and the J's like to date men that can help boost their career. And a lot of men after Pete Davis, Kim is having a hard time finding a man because men don't want to be a part of her storyline a year from now, 6 months from now, 3 months from now. When they move on from Kim, they want to be able to date their new boo and not hear about a K and the J. Poor Pete. We really ain't even seen Pete. Pete ain't been the same after he dated Kim. And then you got the Odell Beckham situation. I've been on it. You got the Odell Beckham situation and the Trey Songs, and you got the Justin Bieber situation. Not even 3 days later, baby, Kim said, me and Odell are together. I don't even think Odell said he was with her. Yes, then more pages started talking about it. Sure enough. And then Odell Beckham got traded. I think he's on a team now. But Odell, when he got traded, he didn't want his storyline to be attached to a K and a J. I need to find a team, and I need to disassociate myself. Odell never. I did not see Odell make a statement. I am with Kim. I saw him with her, but he could have just been friends. Odell needed to be single because he needed to make sure he got on a team that was going to pay him well. Being attached to a K and a J, and you looking for a team, they cut him. Now he's on another team, but some of these famous guys are not looking to have Kim as their woman because you become a storyline, you become a PR stunt, and she's every 6 months she's looking for the media to help her find her man, and then she has this list, and then she goes on Jimmy Kimmel talking about stuff that you heard about me is true, but she didn't want to talk about Corey and the mom. She want to talk about her relationships, how cool she is with Diddy. She want to talk about how they're trying to utilize the younger kids for a storyline. Let me interview a K and a J. Let me interview Kim. I will ask all the questions y'all want to know. Let me interview Courtney. They couldn't even be happy for Courtney and her wedding. That's the sad part. People are saying in the comments they'll do anything for a click and a view. And you figure there's this block thing that's going on where many people are blocking out famous people so they can't get a lot of brand deals. It's happening as we speak. And a lot of famous people are losing a lot of followers. And brands don't like that. They want to be they want you to be well liked and well known and famous. Please like the video as you guys come in. It lets everyone know we're live. Please support the channel by subscribing. Please also turn on your notification bell. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. And then remember how the K's and the J's were saying, oh, comedians, what they say and do is very aggressive. It's something else. We don't know how you do it. Well, people don't know how reality people do it either. Because you have to do stuff that people will look at you. And you have to sometimes get along, not get along. You have to act kind of high schoolish. Why shade comedians? And that's their career. We don't see people, we hear how people are shading her, but it is what it is. When you go to a roast, they're going to roast you, your family, your kids. They're going to roast everything about you, what it was even any type of press. Comedians will research people to roast them in a good way, or in a bad way, and just shade their career, who they're friends with. Kim knew what she was getting into. She didn't expect for it to be that bad. Tom knew what he was getting into. He just didn't expect it to be that bad. But it is what it is. People are in the comments. This is the other thing I need people to know. When you go on certain Kardashian pages, some of the comments are limited. Yes, they are. They've been actually limited for like the last year or so. Certain pages, the comments are limited. There could be thousands of views, thousands of likes, but the comments could be like 500, maybe 20. They don't want that bad press. They don't want people, because some of the YouTube pages are saying, "Well, let's go to the comments and see what people have to say." So now the comments are limited. Yes, they are. And they want to pull out only, and we get it. People should not be bullied, shamed, or embarrassed, but people are telling their truth of how they feel, and they don't like that. So the real reason is people booed is the real reason. Go over to David, whatever his name is. David told y'all what was going on. And David actually told y'all, allegedly, a lot of comedians did not know Kim was coming. They did not know. But that one guy, it didn't matter. He had jokes ready, baby. He he talked about all those comedians on stage. One joke after another joke, but Kim's joke is the one that trended about her dating situation. I'm not gonna play the clip, but I'm not gonna play the clip to where you guys can hear what he said. But there was some shade thrown. And then shade thrown at Kim and Kanye. That was Tom Brady. Kim, we know you really didn't want to be here, but you didn't want to be here because of the jokes. You didn't want to be here because alleged your kids are left with your ex. Boo, 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 wow. Oh my goodness, Tom Brady. Tom Brady got his lick back because Kim wanted to attach her name to Tom Brady for months, and Tom wasn't having him. But well wishes. Like the video as you guys come in, come in. Like the video as you come in. Please share if you care. Please also turn on your notification bell and also subscribe and share the video. So I'm going to end the video there. I'm about to get some more rest. I got a lot done outside. It's very windy, but I'm happy that the weather has changed, it's shifted, and it's actually been beautiful for the last week or so. So, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know how you feel about Netflix edited out Kim Kardashian getting booed. Let me know in the comments how you feel about them editing it. Now they're trying to change the narrative. The real reason why the boo started. The real reason is because ex fans, that's how they felt. And they were actually voicing their opinion. And then you hear even Kevin Hart trying to tell them, whoa, 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 stop that. Kevin Hart was trying to help her. He was. But that's just how people felt in the audience. It is what it is. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone have a great day. Focus on healthy, safe relationships. Be around people that's loving, kind, and respectful. Goodbye.